We're probably going to be quoting movies all afternoon, aren't we?
I don't know. Oh, we got standard. Okay.
Okay. It's raining, I'm taking an umbrella. You know something? There never are umbrellas in the Zelda universe.
Ooh, I love those early bombs. Those will get us into the back of the escape, which is something we always want to have.
Indeed. We also are confirmed that this is not Ambrosia settings at the very least, because we do get a. The uncle did not tell us where the boots are hiding.
What if they're underneath an umbrella? Where is an umbrella in this game? We gotta go find it. And
synchronized while falling here.
For just a piece of ooh, so we do not get a weapon right away. Oh, this is going to get real difficult real fast if we don't find... Oh, we have sword start.
I was about to say, yeah, we have a sword start.
Oh my goodness. I'm leaving now, thanks guys. I completely forgot we had sword start.
That's alright. But yeah, with swords and bombs, yeah, this escape will be fairly painless for our runners this afternoon.
Our tracker Savior definitely has my question right now.
But the question, so if we want to know what our intel is for the goals of this seed, the way we can find that out is actually by going to the Dark World and by looking at the signs that are placed on either side of the pyramid, indicating, or actually on one side of the pyramid rather, both the other sign is in front of GT, indicating the number of crystals need to begin and to enter the tower respectively.
And those aren't the only ways we find out what the goal is as well. If we find the book, we can always read the pedestal to see if the goal is there as well.
Indeed. Although, if the victory goal is pedestal, the sign on the pyramid will read, "Victory is on the pedestal." Dingus.
Yep. No, one of the mystery seeds I've commentated about a few months ago, we found book in Hyrule Castle, and only one of the runners went to go check pet to find out it was a pet seed. But they won like 20 minutes in front of everyone else.
Oh my.
Yep.
We also don't appear to have any form of key sanity by the looks of it, or at least the keys aren't shuffled because the small key had no notification on it. Oh wait,
Yeah, no, those smart keys won't because they're part of the dungeon. Once we find a key inside the chest, we will find out if there is small key shuffle. We did find the map though.
And there's the small key, and I think the map... I think the first chest was the map too, which had no special notification, so yeah, we have no key sanity today. Which for these runners is a sigh of relief.
Yeah, no, that's the small key that would have had a message would have been the one that we just opened in Zelda 7.
I thought that came up earlier, but no, that was the map.
Yep. Yeah, so no kind of shuffle with the dungeons. Is this just a generic standard seed?
Looks like it. I think the only thing we might see shuffled at this point are the crystal counts, unless it's a pedestal victory seed.
Now, we also don't quite know what difficulty we're on.
True.
So we might still be on expert difficulty too.
Yeah, you can see our runners do not care at all about scoring any drops from from the guards, and considering they've already gotten 9 bombs for free.
They're going to have a nice, easy Kakariko coming up.
Yeah, that's 50 rupees they don't need to farm up.
Also looks like there's no Damus shuffle.
Oh, so we might be just looking at a boss shuffle today.
Oh yeah, no, we have, so we could have full boss shuffle or chaos boss shuffle. So if it's full, we'll see all the bosses once, with 2 of them 3 times. Oh, 3 of them 2 times. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah. Shovel, pipe.
Oh, that's an interesting first weapon to pick out of the Dark Cross, a fetch quest.
And if it's chaos, we may see, oops, or mold worms.
Oh, please don't get me started on mold worms, especially an endomizer.
They give you nightmares.
In more ways than one. Alright, GFE.
Go ahead.
GFE are first to the back of escape, finding a ton of rupees.
170, so that's bottle vendor right there.
Bottle vendor and emergency bombs if you feel the need, but I don't think our runners will feel the need. Oh. The rope's dropping fairies today.
Ooh, too bad our health wasn't low enough to see how much those fairies healed.
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, because fairies only heal 1 heart in the higher difficulties, correct?
Yeah, it's reduced effects, so same with potions.
Fascinating. Alright, so extra rupees, and it looks like we got a green pendant Hera, red crystal eastern, blue crystal desert.
Yep. And wall kicks reconfirms that. Tree pull! Nothing.
A healthy tree pull. Healthy bush crabs, too.
Wall kicks is gonna go ahead and give us our Lost Woods checks first.
Meanwhile, Lumberjack is a medallion. Bomo said that. That could be very important later.
You never want to see that there. You don't ever want to see like a dungeon blocking item there.
Especially if we have Fire Rod and Ice Palace. Could totally happen.
So it can, yeah.
Yeah, Wallkick's not bothering to go check that. I can understand that since he's got no boots. Aga 1 is still widely... Well, actually, no, he's 2/3 off the table since we start out with one of his keys.
Yep. And most runners decide not to check Lumberjack unless it's in logic.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We seem to be getting practically every single type of rupee drop in Blind's hut here.
Oh my goodness!
I'm pretty sure the only thing missing from that was the single rupee of destiny.
Yep.
So that was one of the, that was not even that rich of a Blind's hut. That was only, what, 80 rupees? Plus the few in the back.
100 rupees all, well, 110 rupees altogether if you grab all the blues in the back. Yeah. Oh my goodness! More money! Not retro seed because you see the arrows in the heads-up display.
Yeah, if the arrow has a count, then it's definitely not retro. Okay, there has been absolutely jack in this Kakariko. Does Bottle Vendor have our glove? He had glove in the SMZ3 last night.
Bottle Vendor with more money. Oh, no, blue mail! So, this eliminates expert difficulty. We may still be on hard, I believe.
We'll know right away.
We're getting really close from this just being just a standard seed.
I am actually, like, surprised that this is... Yeah, I think I like chat's name for this, Kakariko.
The grandma seed, it gives you all the love and money.
Yeah, but, yeah, as far as where to go, we have gotten jack.
Well, we got the shovel. That could be something.
I wouldn't be surprised if the shovel is our progression at this point.
Well, aside from this, so we got race game, we got shovel, we got Shirashula, we got up to 2 items in Eastern we can get right now.
There's another big 20 on the library. What is this start?
Wallcakes is just going to go straight to the race game. There has to be something here.
I don't blame him for blind checking this at this point. It's like, that is, given that was the most barren Kakariko I've ever seen, I would have done the same thing. That's important. That's definitely important. So we've got a second sword already, which is alarming because we literally just need a lamp if we want to do AGA 1. Now, with that out of the way, Wallkick's next stop is actually, looks like an early visit to the shovel spot. So he's going to check the shovel right away here. Yeah, to answer question, chat, the fire rod is not enough to get us all the way up Hyrule Castle, despite the advanced settings. And there's a giant rupee drop on the shovel.
Well, we are flipper or glove away from Zora being in logic now.
This has been nothing shy of a rich seed, for one thing. Man,
I know these, at this point in time, runners probably won't be breaking logic, like,
no,
because they don't want to go down the wrong rabbit hole and miss something like glove.
Especially since it looks like, although Wallcake's interestingly not going to the dam, going straight for Mini Moldorm Cave.
So the plan here is to do Mini Moldorm, Ice Rod Cave, maybe fake flipper to Zora, and then do Dam and Agina in the same trip.
I see.
So it's not like just a long trip for one item.
I can understand that.
But piece of heart, 10 arrows, 300 rupees. What the lamp? Oh well, and the flute.
Well, that flute gives us one item. Well, actually two. We can rescue the old man. That's it.
Yeah, we got the lamp now, so more of Eastern is unlocked. But we also got the flute. But we also got AGA 1 unlocked.
AGA 1 in 12 minutes. Who wants to see that?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Then there's not much we can do. There's actually... So yeah, we have AGA 1 unlocked, but there's not much we can do past defeating him.
That is true.
So that's still not that great of a play, even though it's in logic.
But hey, 13 minutes Wag Duck release. I think our runners will take that.
This will also help Wallkicks get over to Desert faster for Gina. There was nothing in
Nothing in the dam?
Dam. Yeah, nothing in Dam I saw. I saw 20 rupees.
I think it was 20 rupees and... was it sticks or was it something else? Extra rupees.
So I heard you like money.
Yeah, clearly. Oh, this is crazy. And you know what's even crazy? Well, you still need a bow to get to back of Eastern anyway, so never mind.
Yeah, no, even though we have the flute and lamp, that doesn't unlock that much extra.
Yeah, the only thing that unlocks is the vanilla big key chest in Eastern. That's about it.
Basically. We get more bombs on Desert. So we have Agina, we have Ice Rod Cave in Logic.
Yeah, an Ice Rod.
We have 3 chests in Shirashula, up to 3 items out in Eastern, because we could get 3 items out in Eastern if the item layout fits. We have Pyramid Ledge, Catfish, and possibly more than 1 item in Pod, depending on key layout.
Well, that's of course assuming the Moon Pearl shows up. Oh, well.
Yep. What was you saying?
So anyway, so now that makes the yeah, yeah. I know, folks. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. But yeah, with Moon Pearl in tow, that is definitely our AGA 1 access. Definitely makes AGA 1 a more bearable play, for lack of a better term.
But again, we go back to the point where there's only 3 to 5 items we can grab right now in Dark World.
True.
Oh, GFE's going to try and do some fake flippers for Zora. We'll see how this play pans out. Wall Kicks looks like it's going to do the same exact play. Everything we find in this point will be out of logic.
Yeah, just a bit unfortunate that GFE hasn't gone to Agina's Cave for the Moon Pearl, so that with Moon Pearl in tow, he could set up a water walk to go route in Waterfall Ferry on top of all this. Unfortunately, I don't think we have nearly the equipment we need to do Ancilla strats for Zor Ledge.
Alright, man into the bridge will give us a piece of heart. And that's all GFE's breaking, okay.
Yeah, I can understand holding off on Zora until you have the ability to go check Waterfall Ferry, because Bridge Guy is a little out of the way. It does take a good solid minute or so to reach. So I can understand waiting, just a little bit to get this. To check Zora, rather.
Well, right now, the most IM-dense location will be the eastern area, because you get 3 from Shirashula, plus 2 or 3 from Eastern Palace. That actually would be the play I'd be going for right now. 5 items total.
I agree, and especially with Master Sword, getting around Eastern shouldn't be too cumbersome. Then again, if something to help you get through Eastern faster, like Pegasus Boots, shows up here in the Waterfall Ferry, then I can understand. I understand the reasoning behind. Oh, Wall Kicks moon swimming into that. Oh, and the old man just gave us his cane. He's gonna need that to navigate the rest of the mountain.
He had a hard time navigating to begin with. 40 rupees is your prize for breaking into Waterfall Ferry today.
But in Samaria, that actually really comes... runners at this point in particular love to see early cane because A, you don't have to go hunting for it later. B, Swamp and Ice are broken with it.
Piece of heart on ledge. 300 rupees on Speckled Rock. That's 3 of 5 rupee hoards I think we've seen now. Ooh, well, we're going to grab that sword.
That's a tempered sword, so I believe we can see can we still see tempereds in hard mode, or is it limited to master?
This is normal. We're just playing normal standard seed right now.
Okay.
Oh, jeez! Oh!
That is 3 out of 4 checks in the Zora area, big 20s. Also, scammed, obviously, but...
Oh, that was so painful.
What is with this rupee start? Like, I have never seen a more lucrative treasure trove of rupees at the start of a seed ever in my time commentating these races. Wow, Wall Kicks is making the play to Aga.
Knows that the bombos... Well, he doesn't know bombos are there. Never mind.
He doesn't, actually, yeah. GFE's about to go get that Moon Pearl. And we'll see what he does next after this, if he decides to go straight to Aga 1 or check Eastern.
Yeah, no, I mean, you still have more items in Eastern area than you do in Dark Eastern area.
Might be just thinking to get Dark World access out of the way now, just in case,
Oh, grab those bombs! You have 0 bombs!
Ooh, yeah, that was a bit of a, I think he's banking on the notion that he's already packing Master Sword, and Master Sword will do fine, but I would have agreed to pick... I agree with you, though. I should have picked those up.
We still need bombs for our pod and, you know, a few other dungeons.
Well, it'll drop 7 drops later, right? It is 7 drops for the item pool, correct?
Not sure. I know that's something in Zelda 1, but I'm not sure for Link to the Past.
Yeah, we got both our runners doing Aga 1 here. And GFE following suit here.
And poor Eastern off to the side. abandoned.
Yeah, the other thing that might be keeping them away is they might want to just try and clear it in one shot. It is a red crystal, especially, so I can understand them wanting to wait until Bo shows up, try and get it all done in one fell swoop, but at the same time, as you said, the density is there. Oh, was that a actual hint there?
I don't think hints are on.
I didn't, I wasn't paying attention to the text right now, so I'll double check.
Aim at the eyes of Goma.
It said aim at the eyes of Goma? Okay, so, oh, wait. Okay, that's a joke hint, so hints are actually turned on.
I think that's what that thing says all the time, doesn't it?
No, because Goma isn't in this game.
Yeah.
But that, because of the link face especially, that's definitely a joke hint. So, if it were like a actual, like, if hints were turned off, it would probably say something that is relevant to A Link to the Past. Like in, for Hera, for example, it says, there's a boss up top that'll make you fall a lot. Or Eastern, it's you need a bow to get past the red Igor derpy. But this, aim at the eyes of Goma, yeah, I think hints are turned on. So this is more of a, I want to call this like old school seed, for lack of a better term.
So if hints are on, that means there's even more worth in Eastern for that hint there.
Indeed. Now, here's the next major $1 million question of the day. How many blue balls? Well, we already got one. I'm not going to guess at this point since we're already mid-batch.
Two.
Oh, this is looking unpleasant. Okay, so at least it's not gonna be 15. Yeah, I think in the I think in the mystery settings, hints have a 50-50 chance of being on. Alright, so it is going to be 3 blue balls. This next shot will be the finisher. And welcome to the Dark World, ladies and gentlemen, at 23 minutes. Via AGA 1. You need to get to the pedestal, dingus!
Alright, so we need to do Mire, Skullwoods, and the Tower of Hera. It is a ped seed!
Pedestal victory conditions. Now, this changes things quite considerably because... and especially since we have Kane already, that's a huge plus for our knowledge of Kane, I should stress specifically. That is a tremendous stress taken off of our runners. The major headache now is Fire Rod.
Fire Rod, we still need a hook shot of the boots. We still may need the medallion for Mire.
That is true, if the Mire medallion is Bombos.
We still need, we either need, hookshot, hammer, and or Mire to get to Hera.
Yeah, there's still quite a few items on the shopping list, but I think the one that would have been the biggest headache would have been Kane of Samaria.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur 5-6 Crystal, by the way, is in pod.
Did GFE read that sign? I'm sure he did.
He did.
Okay, just make sure.
And yeah, we've got both runners going straight to pod here.
Oh, this may also be pedestal beatable as well.
Pedestal beatable? Please elaborate.
So, basically, it eliminates extra checks by making some dungeons not being able to be complete. So, for example, both bows might be on Armos and Helmusar King.
Okay.
So we will not be able to clear out both pod and eastern, which eliminates checks.
I see. Okay. Well, pod is not bow locked as we start things off here, so we got a few checks down the docket here. Not much showing up so far, though, just the compass.
But basically, would be able. That's up to 7 dungeons that we may not even have to see the boss to, or have a way to get to the boss.
Yeah, now the next $1 million question is going to be, is any of the progression we need going to be in GT? And I'm trying to think. Some cash is held by the Kakariko Village Elder, so the green pendant is dead.
And it's more cash.
I assume Kak Village Elder specifically refers to green pendant.
Yeah, it's Joshua.
Okay. Yeah, I admittedly I haven't calmed a race where the hints have been on in a long time, so you'll forgive me if I misinterpret a couple things. Alright, next order of business in the pod in Palace of Darkness is probably going to be the dark basement. Yeah, I'm trying to think if any of our progression items could be in GT. The only one that immediately comes to mind is potentially Mire's Medallion. Because Hookshot and Mire are both needed for Swamp. So they can't be in GT.
Well, it could still be 0 GT, then we will have to find nits at the minimum to open it up.
That's true.
So we still may have that. But with how the items are being handed to us, we may just only get enough to beat the 3 dungeons we need to beat. In fact, we actually do need mitts. We do need mitts eventually, too. That's something we did forget, because the only way to Mire is with mitts.
That's correct. How about we actually get some items here, though? Because this pod play has had absolutely nothing so far. You would think an item would have at least shown up in the Dark Maze, but no, there's the Dark Basement, rather, but no, now we have to go all the way to Dark Maze to finally get something.
There's our glove.
Well,
Alright.
it's a start. Could we get a vanilla hammer in here? That would basically, that would almost ensure that our, that would all but guarantee, actually, that IGO 1 was required. Nope, it's a bottle.
So that sick kid opened up to us.
And based on what we've seen, given that it looks like the enemies haven't been hitting like trucks, I think it is a safe bet to assume that our Randomizer setting is a form of boss shuffle. Alright, Wall Kick's first order of business is to immediately go turn in that bottle. GFE somehow pulled ahead of him in that front.
He passed him the dart. Oh my goodness!
Butter Sword.
What is this seed? This is a really rich seed. So rich that we have a sword made out of solid gold.
So we got Butter Sword, but we're not going to have a Ganon to use it on. Bummer.
I mean, it's still going to be fun to slice up victories if you don't have bow.
Indeed. Alright, Wall Kicks is about to get that cane from the old man.
He's not going to get the butter sword. He's going to see that sword and just ignore it this time around.
Probably. And what did Sahasra's Closet have for us? A little bit of love, the single arrow of destiny, and the other glove, the Titan's Mitts.
But now, we can now quickly swing over to Mire to see which medallion we need, and then we'll know what we actually need for go mode. This also opens up Village of Outcasts. This opens up the Skull Woods area.
Yeah, Village of Outcast Skull Woods in particular is pretty important because Skull Woods is one of our pendants, and I can't believe we're saying this. We actually have to. We really want to push that Skull Woods dive once we get Fire Rod.
All right. Oh, Bombos! We need boots.
Uh-oh. So AGA 1 was required, whether or not for Dark World access or otherwise.
And Wall Kicks did not see the boots. Not the boots, but the bombos and the boots locked location.
No, he did not.
What is the seed?
Well, definitely plenty of ways to keep things interesting, that is for sure. GFE still has selected to not dip Eastern itself. Looks like he's going to push the West Dark World checks instead.
I mean, he has the money for all the games that's here. There's Stumpy still. There's, you can loop around the Hype Cave.
Yeah, there is a lot we can check right now, courtesy of those mitts. We can even do the Smiths. Not optimally with Mire, without Mire, of course, but...
Oh, Wall Kicks went to the wrong location.
Missed it by one input, and yeah, he's gonna get the bad news that
he doesn't
he
know.
needs Bombos Medallion.
Well, he needs Bombos, but he doesn't know where it's at. We do!
Well, the nice thing is, once he gets boots, I would actually wager as he does his boots checks, he's gonna go ahead and route in Lumberjack. But boots still have to show up first. I was staring at that first chest in Skull Woods, glaring at it, hoping it wasn't going to be the boots, because I've already called one thing today. That's enough.
Oh, I was going to say there they are.
It starts with that starts with the letter B, but not the B item you're looking for. And GFE decides to just get grabbed, get sent to the front of the dungeon, sort of a pseudo mirror. But yeah, it is looking, I mean, AGA 1 was required whether you like it or not, but it does seem like he might have also been the Dark World key. It's especially, if Hammer is in Dark World or locked by mitts, then absolutely.
And of course, the Hammer can also be locked, it could be on Helmsar. I mean, I'm starting to feel like with how low the iron pool has been for us, we may be in a beatable only seed. So the mirror might be our only way to Hera.
Could be.
Actually, we might get a hint that this is beatable only. Here in Thieves Town. This is that. Never mind.
An interesting.
Usually, one of the biggest ways you can tell if a seed's viewable only if you do not find the big key in Thieves Town.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, there's our mirror.
Ooh, that's a big break. That is one pendant clearable.
Yeah, so beatable means there's just enough to get you to your goal.
Yeah, so that's one of 4 items here in Thieves Town, so there's 3 left.
Oh, wait, we don't know if hair is clearable.
That is true. We do not know if the boss is, because the boss is randomized. We do not know if it's Moldorm up there. Yeah, we actually can't clear a lot of bosses given the circumstances. We cannot kill Argus. We can kill Vidi, with considerable difficulty given our current defense equipment, but it is possible. And Wall Kicks is going straight for the boss, and it's Vanilla Blind.
Vanilla Blind without the vanilla way to get blind in this room.
Yeah, that's a nice little quality of life update with Randomizer, is that you do not have to bomb the ceiling, and the boss just is already there. Wall Kicks has gone off script, unfortunately, but is going to take advantage of that B.
B's MVP. So that mirror actually unlocks a whole bunch of stuff for us.
And indeed it does. It unlocks Tower of Hera, it unlocks the Graveyard and K-45 areas.
Checkerboard.
That bee is really attracted to that crystal.
Oh yeah.
And Wall Kick's not going for the other two items in the back of Thieves Town.
Well, in the pet seed, Crystal Thieves is the same as Pendant Thieves.
Fair enough. But yeah, with Mitts in tow, we can actually... actually, no, we still need either Hammer or Hookshot to get to the East Death Mountain area.
Yep.
I was gonna say, we could... we're about ready to take a peek at GT here, but not quite yet.
But if this is a beatable seed, that mirror may just tell us that, you know, Hookshot and Hammer are locked behind Argus and, you know, Helmless Arcane respectively.
Fair enough. Assuming those are even the bosses parked in there. Although, granted, we've already gotten a vanilla blind, so...
Well, there's our bow.
18 digs for a bow. But now we can get to the boss of Eastern.
Question in chat? Yep. However, it also depends on how many crystals, like, GT is. So, if it says you need 7 crystals to get into GT, well, Turtle Rock kind of makes it to where if we can beat Turtle Rock, we can beat the other 3 pendant dungeons anyway, so there won't be anything in GT.
Yeah, right now the only 2 things, I think actually the only 2 things we're looking for right now are Fire Rod and Pegasus Boots for Bamos.
Yep.
Because Pegasus Boots act as not only the Bamos key, but also the way into Myers' front door, so...
So we are playing a standard... We're playing a standard Sword Start Ped Seed that had a very reduced iron pull to start, which is why I'm arguing that it is actually beatable.
Yeah, admittedly, I've not yet seen a beatable type seed, so this is new for me, seeing especially with all the rupee drops we've been seeing. I mean, how many rupees? How many checks out of the first 50 we made were rupees? I want to say it was borderline 35 or 40. It certainly felt like it.
More than that. I highly recommend, just do this on your own. Try to do a random beatable seed, and you'll find out how restricted you are. Basically, sometimes it just turns into a 2-3 Ganon with only the ability to beat 5 dungeons.
Interesting. It is really interesting. Wall Kick's doing the Smith. Wall Kicks and GFE both doing the Smith and the Smith chain here.
Yep, this is going to turn into a Hype Cave check as well.
And unfortunately, the Smiths were fabricating the wrong medallion.
But we know where the right medallion's at.
Yeah, and to be fair, Ether might do us a favor if it turns out Turtle Rock has Pegasus Boots.
Well, if we're going to Turtle Rock, hopefully we have the Fire Rod by then.
Indeed, but yeah, we're still, regardless of whether or not we find Fire Rod, we're still gonna need Pegasus Boots.
I always wanted those things to blow up when they took a bomb. Just You know, you see them take the bomb in a few seconds later.
I mean, the Dongos dislike smoke, but those plant eaters, nah, they're perfectly okay with it.
It's a spicy pepper.
Alright, Hype Cave, you lived up to your name last night in the SMZ3. Will you do that today?
Bombs! Follow bombs up by a piece of heart. 10 arrows. 10 arrows.
Nope.
You are no longer my son.
That is not hype at all. Yeesh. I think I like Professor Render's designation of that better, a landfill. There was absolutely nothing of significant value in there, but it looks like Wall Kicks is going to go to Hera.
Yeah, I mean, clearable dungeon if both the fire rod, and the boots are here. That would be go mode, and he doesn't know where the bombos is though. It would be GFE's go mode.
For sure, for sure. Although, I would wager that Wall Kicks will be persuaded into the boots checks if they show up here, and will be naturally led to Lumberjack as a result.
Alright, 2 checks in this dungeon.
Yeah, we already know the green pendant is dead, and we do have a hint available to us here as well. Which should contain a guaranteed hint for the Pegasus boots somewhere along the line. A heart container is in the Dark Village. Thanks, game. Well, looks like we're going downstairs. Oh yeah, chat, our tracker, SayReUX, is actually correct that there are 2 hints in here. There's one in front of the big chest. Forgot about that one.
So, while we'll take a tea break here, don't forget to give the runners a follow. They've been putting on a good show for you. We actually have 11 runners total today. We got Plasma Kappa, who almost never misses one of these. Also got Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna, Ricky of Kokiri. Some good runners there. Give our tracker a big thanks in the chat.
Alright, GFE about to get the massive ripoff that is the Zor area.
Oh, the painful Zor area. So another thing with the Zor area... Oh, never mind. Because it doesn't quite make sense.
We're still looking for that second item in Hera, and we'll see this second hint here, so... The question is, will the guaranteed boots hint, Actually, yeah, the guaranteed boots hint would be something our runners really want to see right now. Can a required item be in GT? Absolutely. The requirements to get into GT are currently unknown, but a unique item is in Palace of Darkness. Well, we already know that was the, Actually, gloves don't count as unique items, do they?
Nope, because there's 2 of them.
You didn't think so. What was in Palace of Darkness, now that I think about it?
They could be on the boss.
I think so. We've seen the single arrow of destiny. I don't think that was in pod. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if we saw anything in Palace of Darkness that could have qualified. It sure as heck wasn't the bottle. Oh, we got Mothfield at the top of the tower. This is free. Easiest Mothula arena ever. Actually, chat bringing up a good point. Eastern or Thieves Town are even easier than this one, because at least in Cousin Harry you still have the pit. Fair enough.
Ooh, we got a desert check coming.
I think Wall Kicks just wanted to check Desert Ledge, double check Desert Ledge really quick. If it was important, he would have just mirrored.
We also have checkboard cave we can do while we're here.
Oh, looks like Wall Kicks is going to backdoor Desert to start things off here. Check and see if that's boots locked as well. Well, the boss of this dungeon is not boots locked. But the big key is in the right side.
So, we're looking for Boots and Fire Rod for Go mode. However, Wall Kicks does not know that Boots is the Go mode, but as you said, he will do the Boots check for sure.
Alright, early big key. Let's see where the... also electing once again to skip out on that 8 bomb drop, even though he's only got 5.
Right now, I mean, usually you use the most bombs in Ice Palace and Pod. I don't think we're going to be seeing Ice Palace today.
I don't think so either. Not unless the boots are like in some really, really stupid spot. Like iced tea. And I think Wall Kicks actually decided not to check the big chest since gambling that this second item is here on the boss. Alright, the boss of Desert Palace this afternoon is... Oh, sorry, one room short.
2 rooms away. Calm down, dude. It's fine.
I saw the carpet on the floor, and I thought that was it. It is Argus, so that is a hard no on this boss. Alright, Wall Kicks is going to go back in here now and pick up the, check the big chest. This makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it,
And it's hookshot. And it's hookshot. No, I'm just kidding.
You say that. I mean, I've already called something today, so...
Nope.
Aww.
Why do we expect it to be anything other than money today? Why do we expect it to be anything other than money?
Good question. Alright, GFE making his way over to Eastern Palace now to go finish that dungeon. Or at least try to.
Checkerboard Cave today, though. Oh.
Water
okay.
toes. So that puts all that cash in the Zora area back in logic.
This also opens up one chest, one check in Swamp Palace, and if we find the Fire Rod or Boots, Ice Palace is opened up now. Ooh, wait, where's Wall Kicks going?
Where is he going? He's headed to the Dark World.
Yeah, catfish? Is this a catfish check?
Maybe. He's still missing... He's missing a glove from somewhere.
No, he has it. He went to Checkerboard Cave, remember?
No, where's his other, where's his Titan's Mitts, though?
Yeah, he has it. He's been to.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yeah, he's literally been to that area twice now. But where is he going?
Yeah, that makes sense. You're right. He's
Why is he-
going back to Pod, question mark? Or is he setting up a mirror portal for Eastern?
Anyway, yeah.
He knows
GFE's going through Eastern.
Green Pendant's dead. Unless he's banking on Hammer being an Eastern and then just being able to get to Helmasaur. Because if that ends up being the case, that puts Pyramid Fairy in play.
No, he went into Pod.
He might be... Oh, he's checking the Bowlock side, which makes a lot of sense, because there were, like, no items so far. Only, like, 3 or... there's still a lot of items still at large. And that unique item hint, I think, is still in play here.
Yep. Because gloves, there's technically 2 gloves, so they're not unique. Mind you, we've also found the single arrow, right?
We have. Somewhere. It was, it wasn't in Pod.
I did not see what was in that big chest.
I'll take a quick look on my playback there for you. And yeah, chat's confirming the single arrow was at the hospital's closet, so...
So it is an item. We'll see which one it is.
Alright, the big chest had just the map. Single rupee is not a unique item, it's the boots!
That's the unique item! That's our boot set! Let's go! Wall Kicks just took a big lead.
Yeah, that's a big break for wall kicks for sure. Although, to be fair, GFE, assuming he... actually, GFE didn't mirror before Pod. He just went straight to Eastern. So he's not going to have a convenient way back into Pod right now. And to answer a question, chat, there are, I believe, 2 green rupees in the item pool. So no, the green rupee is not a unique item. But yeah, that is a big break for wall kicks right now, because those boots could have been not exactly anywhere, but a lot of places, most of them not exactly brilliant right now.
Now, Wall Kicks just did the Galaxy Brain to re-enter Pod after getting the bow from Dig Game.
Was Dig Game in this circumstance hard locked by Titan's Mitts?
No.
Okay.
No, actually, yes.
Yeah, because Hammer hasn't shown up yet, so we don't have any.
Hammer hasn't shown up. Yeah, so that was a required double dip of Pod.
That's what I was just getting at. Yeah. Wow. What is with? I'm noticing Pod double dips being a lot more frequent in SMZ3 as well. This is an alarming trend. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
There was once I once commentated in SMZ3 that had a required triple dip of ice pallets.
Oh jeez.
It was the worst thing. This was also pre icebreaker.
Oh my.
It was
Armos, by the way, Armos Knights is just chilling in his vanilla location today. So we've got 2 vanilla bosses. So yeah, for a boss shuffle seed, there really isn't a lot going on here, except for that Argus in Desert.
Yeah, we also have Moth and Hera.
Yeah, Argus in Desert is the only question mark boss we can't kill. We know for a fact we can't kill. That we've seen. Alright, where's GFE going now? Obviously not back to Pod. And I think we have seen that all of our Eastern items were total junk. I don't even think we saw... Yeah, we haven't even seen like an invincibility item. No, nothing. But yeah, GFE's going to start with all the mirror checks and do Graveyard Ledge, which I do believe is new information.
But the hints are coming in play for wall kicks, knowing that he did not grab a unique item in pod and deciding, hey, let's go back there.
Yeah, and especially considering that that it's we're almost fairly certain this is beatable only. I wouldn't be shocked if he thought, okay, well, that item pod has to be important since that's a dungeon I can access, and the game's not going to give me many accessible dungeons. Oh, we've got GFE attempting the current bomb jump here. Succeeding. Only took 2 tries. Nicely done. So GFE's gonna go and check Catfish. Alright, so now the next $1 million question is, where do we go from here, and where is our fire rod? I'm actually surprised, oh wait, no, our runners did Skullwoods, never mind.
Yeah, they didn't go into the second part of Skullwoods, only the front part.
That's right. They can't get to the back anyway, because no fire rod.
Well, they can get to where the vanilla big key's at. I don't think either of them... No, they've done it. Wait. Have they done it?
They've done Pinball Room at the very least. I think we've seen 1 item in Skullwoods at the very least. But yeah, now the next... Yeah, where do we go from here?
Yeah, Wallcakes is doing boots check now. I mean, we could still find fire rod in these locations.
Yeah, the only question is, yeah, actually, I think we're down. We don't have a lot of checks left, actually.
We don't?
Because, well, we have ice now, since we found boots. Which is not brilliant. But yeah, Wallkicks is very happy to see that, no doubt. Can they check any chests in Mire?
Mire's full clearable.
Yeah, Mire is boss reachable at this point.
Not full clearable, you can get everything in Mire.
Yeah, assuming there's not an item on a boss he can't kill.
Yeah. Right now, I think the only boss he can't kill is Argus. And Trinex, of course.
Yeah, Argus and Trinex. Yeah, just Argus and Trinex. Helmosaur can be dealt with bombs.
Never mind! What? It's at 58 minutes! Ooh, wait, I can't even call this go mode. Is in boss mode. Yeah, go mode. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's down to just the bosses.
Boots blocked the 2 main items we needed.
And Wallkicks led to that by a unique item hint in... That was Hera, correct? Hera in front of Hera Big Chest?
Oh, and with... Oh my goodness. With Skullwoods being the final pendant. That's going to be...
That is the best possible pendant. Yeah, folks, assuming bosses aren't a handicap... Wallkicks... now Wallkicks is getting the 8 bomb drop. But yeah, folks, with Pedestal being the goal, if both bosses are not an issue for... if both bosses are killable right now, this seed is going to be over very, very soon.
Just think, we went like 30 minutes without any items. We had Gold Sword in 30 minutes with nothing to go with it.
Yeah, and not to mention the massive number of rupee drops at the start. They weren't even like large rupee drops. We didn't get the 300s until we started going to Zora.
Which boss requires the hammer, Professor?
Yeah, I think... Actually, I don't think 10 bombs is enough. How many bombs is it for Helmosaur?
4.
4? Okay.
You just have to land them. I mean, you miss... Like, it's not the easiest to hit thing, but you can still do it with bombs.
Oh, of course it's not a God Mire. And GFE is going back to pod, so this is good news.
It was a God Mire.
Oh.
It was a God Mire.
Close enough. Demigod Mire. I like that one. But yeah, folks, this seed basically went from 0 to 100 about as fast as picking up those books turns you into a 100-mile-an-hour human being. So yeah, GFE is going to pick up those boots and be in, and probably be led to Bonk Rocks almost right away after finishing up, after picking them up. And the boss of Misery Mire is more Armos Knights. And Wall Kicks does not have a lot of sticks to work with. So he's gonna have to do this the hard way. And I don't know how many...
Probably wishing he had the gold sword right about now.
Yeah, I know Gold Sword, it doesn't take too many swings. Tempered looks like it's still a quite sizable chunk.
Well, two's down. Oh, GFE's about ready to hit go mode as well. This is actually not that big of a gap between the two.
Indeed, although Wall Kicks is going to be a dungeon ahead at the moment.
But GFE's going to have the arrows.
Very true. Wall Kicks improvising with pokes here. This appears to be a fairly inefficient method. And down he goes. Please do not mirror out before picking up a pen, thank you.
GFE decided to do a refill. Did GFE do the other boots checked? I don't think GFE did the other boots checked.
I don't think so. He went, I think he went to go pick up a potion and then went, fluted back to Mire. I think he wants to full clear now, hoping Fire Rod shows up. Yeah, I don't think I saw Fire Rod in his pause menu. Yep, Fire Rod's not on his pause menu. He did not go to Bonk Rocks. The good news, though, is that there weren't any other progression items here in Misery Mire, so as far as, well, granted, it was a God Mire, so we didn't get to see that much, but, it's doubtful that GFE's going to get any additional items that'll, increase the number of checks he might think to make. So the other item in Mire, it's not likely at this point it'll be a progression item, too, not to mention because we still have the beatable concept turned on.
Yeah, just the fact that we never found hammer or hookshot, and there's only like a few locations for it.
Yeah, I mean the worst place, the best place, or the more likely place Hammer could be right now, I should say, is probably Ice Palace, believe it or not. 'Cause, yeah, I don't think it could be First Chest Swamp, but it's either Ice or First Chest Swamp. Do you want to do either of those? Let's be honest.
Of course, Hammer can also be after First Chest Swamp with the hook shot and with Ice Rod.
Could be. Now, one thing that Wall Kicks will be relieved to know is that I think because this arena is too small, the boss can't be Trinex.
Yeah, no, Trinex cannot appear in some boss arenas, so Argus will be the only thing that will be stopping us right now. Nope, it's just a nightmare-inducing molter. Oh god, that looks horrendous!
It looks horrendous, but it looks like he's also not putting up... Looks horrendous, but it also looks like he didn't put up any threat whatsoever. He wasn't even moving that far.
But because he was moving alongside the rotating floor. Oh, that was... I am not going to sleep now for like a month.
Oh, brilliant. And I was just about to cook lunch after this. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, behold, as Wall Kicks has literally just mirrored right into the finish line.
Look at your GG's in chat for Wall Kicks. He's going to finish with the official racetime.gg's time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 32 seconds. Followed just after by Chimo with the second place of 1:07:20. Get all your GG's in chat.
Even the Triforce agrees GG.
Actually, that's a really close first and second place right there. Chimo was right on Wall Kicks' heels.
Yeah, less than 50 seconds.
We just have to see that nightmare one more time, Captain. We just have to see that nightmare one more time.
That's okay. It'll only be for 20 seconds, not even. We hope.
What? Why are you going back in? GFE, you don't... Oh, GFE didn't grab the fire rod.
Yeah, he doesn't know if this other item is fire rod or not. This is definitely one of the faster mysteries I've seen in some time, especially considering that it was Ped Goal and beatable only. But ladies and gentlemen, we are joined in the booth by Wall Kicks. Wall Kicks, GG to you.
GG's.
So, why don't we start with saying that it was really convenient you found Boots. You went back to find Boots in Pod.
Yeah. So I got I noticed hints were on, and so I saw the hint that there was the unique item in Pod, and I'm like, well, I don't usually play with hints, but I know when there are hints on, there is always a Boots hint. And I'm like, I know I got the glove in there, but I don't think that's what was being referenced. So I'm like, I know there's still another item in Pod that I can get to. I didn't like that I was in Pod without the ability to do the bow lock side because I don't know how to mimic clip. Just combo that in with, the one check in Pod, and it turned out to be Boost, which just unlocked everything.
It did, and you had not initially checked Lumberjack as well, so I'm sure you were breathing a massive sigh of relief when you saw the Bombus medallion on the Lumberjack ledge.
I mean, that was just more of like that was convenient kind of thing. I was kind of preparing for like potential, going up to Dark Death Mountain, seeing what the GT opening requirement is. Like, I didn't have a whole lot left. I was kind of honestly expecting to find a hammer sooner rather than later. But yeah, the Bombus medallion was just like and then next chest was Fire Rod, and I'm like, oh good, I could potentially be in go mode if the bosses were right. And so I kind of started towards Skullwoods, and I'm like, wait a minute, you can just end with Skullwoods. So we flew it over to Mire, and it was easy.
Yeah, so we're pretty sure this was a beatable seed, just with how few progression items there were. I mean...
yeah, I can see that. I mean, obviously, it would take a little more digging. Like, none of the dungeons were like expressly beatable. Like, you could have, in a beatable seed, you might have expected to see like a small key to Pod in the Dark Maze. But we didn't see that this seed, so I'm not convinced it's beatable, but there's certainly ways to, maybe tell a little bit.
Well, we're going to find out probably because GFE's going into Ice Palace.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, because the only places Hammer could be at this point, realistically, are somewhere in Ice and first chest of Swamp. If
Nice.
it's set to beatable, if it's not set to
Right.
beatable only, I should say.
Well, the thing is, we might still find Hammer and Ice, but depending on where we find Hammer at, will tell us as well.
Very true. Because yeah,
So if he's in Ice, I mean, he's got to have either Fire Rod or Bombos.
He has Bombos. He did not go to Bonk Rocks after Bombos Medallion. He blew it away straight after.
That's rough.
Yeah, GFE checked Lumberjack earlier, but I guess just decided to not do Bonk Rocks or King's Tomb for that matter, which kind of really surprises me as to why he wouldn't check either of those.
Yeah, it seems to be.
So we just have 4 more finishers. We got Tinko Link with a 108.53, Shippo at 108.58, Plasma Kappa at 111.42, and Wind Fox at 111.49. Very close finishings with a bunch of these groups here. We get some icebreaker action as well on GFE side.
Oh yeah, the difference between 3rd and 4th is only 5 seconds, and the difference between 5th and 6th is only 7. So yeah, very tight finishers.
GFE has already found 2 items in Ice Palace, so...
Yeah, I think if it's not in Ice or the first chest of Swamp, yeah, we can safely assume that it's a beatable only seed.
Anything else you would like to add, Walkix?
That Armos Knights fight in Mire sucked because I didn't have any arrows. I saw Armos Knights, I looked at my arrows, I'm like, oh no, this isn't gonna go well.
Then you remember you saw that other sword in Spectacle Rock, and you're like, huh.
Well, that's fine. Like, I picked up the 3rd sword on Sick Kid. It's fine. I won. I don't have a whole lot to complain about.
I'm sure you also weren't complaining about how rich you were by the time you got to Kakariko, or how rich you got while you were in Kakariko, I should say.
I'm just more upset that there was nothing in Kakariko. I don't think I added a single thing on my tractor except that Master Sword.
Yeah, besides Race Game Master Sword, there was, I think, only rupees and heart pieces in Kakariko, with one exception being some sticks. That was it.
It was not a nice Kakariko, but yeah, I mean, for Mystery Seed, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, definitely one of the most barren cacks I've ever seen, for sure.
Nothing in Ice Palace.
Yeah, so GFE's gonna just nope right on out from there. And if I had to hazard a guess, he's probably going to Swamp. Oh, no, he's buying...
He's low on both bombs and arrows, so you have the money, why not? You know you're at most gained 7th, so why not?
Yeah, especially considering, you have, like, and also, how about that Zora area?
Was there anything in Zora area? I don't think so. I think there's just more rupees.
Flippers led to nothing.
Yeah.
They led to 3 big 20s, a heart piece, and 3 on a 300.
Oh,
that's
GFE's now,
it.
GFE's doing boot checks now.
All right, he's going to see the Fire Rod in a second. So his seed will be done in about less than 10 minutes for sure.
Oh, no. No! Oh, no!
King's Tomb had the hook shot. Granted, that really doesn't matter because as long as he goes to Bonk Rocks, it's a moot point. But
yeah, but that opens up East Death Mountain. Potentially, yeah, that opens up a lot.
Yeah, but Fire Rod's GFE's go mode, so he's gonna pick up Fire Rod here and be done.
Oh, you collected exactly 100 items.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
That's hilarious.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
In go mode. Yeah, have a good one, dude.
Thanks for the restream, all this good stuff. You guys are awesome. Thanks again, guys.
Anytime. GG once again.
Scruff Knitted Tuna has finished in 7th with a 1:14.38. We're down to 4 runners left.
You know, it's pretty crazy. Wall Kicks and GFE were pretty much playing a case of sort of follow the leader for the most part up until Wall Kicks decided to make that trip back to Pod. And really, the seed was pretty much railroading you. We're still not 100% sure that it's beatable only, but we're like 99.95% sure.
So, one of the neat things about Race Time GG, I can easily check out what the other runners that we're not restreaming are doing. Ricky Kokiri just got the news of he just got go mode and he's not happy about it. McMonkey has silver arrows. Some of the silver arrows was in this game, and both McMonkey and Link to the Past can have silver arrows.
They might be on East Death Mountain at this point, if I had to hazard a guess.
If it's on East Death Mountain, neither of them have the hammer. GFE's about ready to get our nightmare here in just a second.
Look away, children.
Oh, so disgusting. It's so disgusting.
Okay, it's gone now.
Never again. Never again.
So I'm actually trying to think. The only crystal dungeon dive that was required was Thieves Town for that Mire.
Mitts from Pod. And Boots from Pod.
That's true. Yep. Thieves and Pod. So only 2 out of 7 crystal dungeon dips required. That's not too bad for a pedestal victory seed.
Okay, your GG's in the chat for DGFE is going to finish in 8th place with the Race Time GG 1:17.13, followed just a few seconds later by McMonkey with a 1:17.48. And that's all of our restream runners.
Yeah, and join the Triforce in saying GG to GFE. But yeah, folks, what a show this afternoon.
Oh, mystery seeds are always fun. It could have been a boring regular seed, but we still would have had fun with it.
Well, to be fair, it kind of started out as a boring regular seed, especially boring considering how bad CAC was.
Yeah, for sure. We're so proud about 5 minutes off on both Link to the Past, Ken and Ricky. Don't forget to give our runners a follow. It was a good show. And we'll see GFE join us here in just a second. GFE! How you doing today, man? Hello? Good talk. Well, for all the... Oh.
Hey guys.
There you are. So GG. How you feeling?
Just like clipped in the seed.
Yeah. Or
If you
got a
mimic
potion
it,
fill up
seed
somewhere.
3.
Actually, no.
I don't know if there was a potion available before the first dip.
Actually, I don't think there was because the first
There was
bottle was
not.
in the pod big chest. So yeah,
Yeah.
potion glitching wasn't even possible either. My goodness gracious.
I mean, if you mimic
Yeah,
clip, this seed's so free. And if you're not stupid and you don't go straight for Mire after you grab Bombo, it's pretty free too.
So hints was turned on, by the way. That's
And they
another
probably
thing,
told where boots were, didn't they?
Yes,
Yep.
there was a hint. There was a hint in front of the Hera Big Chest that said a unique item was in Palace of Darkness, and in that first dive, there were no unique items.
There was the glove. I think that counts.
That doesn't count because there's 2 progressive gloves. It's only
I
counts.
thought
if
they
there's
changed
only...
it so it still counted. I'm not sure.
Nope.
It's been a while since I've looked into hint logic.
It's why the key is a not the key, but the single arrows are a unique item, and the green rupees are not.
Right.
They're only. It's only saying that there's one of them in the entire pool, so it's unique.
Yeah, I realized part of the way through the seed that I hadn't checked any hints, and I knew that was a possibility. But at that point, I was just gonna play my game and hope for the best. And then after Mire, Fire Rod's always in Ice Palace when you have bombos.
We were thinking about that too until Wall Kicks found it right after his bombos. So how about the ridiculously rupee-laden Kakariko?
I mean, it was a rich seed to say the least. That's why I ended up going to Zora eventually, and then found Slippers like right after.
We're pretty sure this was a beatable only seed.
It felt like it. I'd be curious to see what was on East Death Mountain, since I figure Wall Kicks did not find the hook shot. I figured that was only me.
Yes.
Some of our off-street runners had hook shot. I do see there is silver arrows, so that could be a dip into Swamp, or the Eastern checks as well.
Yeah, I didn't check back Thieves Town except for the boss also.
That is true. We were missing 2 items from the back of Eastern. Although one of them very well could have been hammerlocked.
At one point in the seed, I got nervous because when I saw the crystal set up, I was like, okay, good. GT's dead. And then when Mire was bombos, I realized that since Desert was not boots locked, Boots could have legitimately been in GT.
That's what we were thinking.
So in
that
my
at the
brain,
start
that was going on also. So I was getting those crystals anyway.
Yeah, we were a little nervous about that too. But the only crystal required dives were Thieves Town, and logically, Pod was a double dip.
Yeah, for sure. I'd probably shaved, let me think, between the Mire Full Clear and Ice Palace. I'd probably shave 6 or 7 minutes off this if I'd just gone straight for Bonk Rocks after Lumberjack.
You and Wall Kicks were actually pretty close together up until Wall Kicks decided to route in Eastern with Pod.
Yep. Wall Kicks also read the hint when you both were in Hera and just put 5 and 5 together.
Oh, like did he do like me, got the glove out of Pod, and then came back for Eastern later, but he routed in Pod with it?
Yes.
He did Pod. He did Pod first and then mirrored to Eastern to see if Fire Rod was in Eastern after getting the boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I was actually going to route in Pod Eastern, but I fluted over there with my green pin and realized, oh yeah, I don't have hammer. So I guess I'll just go back to Pod some other time. If I'd have saved and quit to the pyramid and done it that way, I would have got the boots a whole lot sooner, and that definitely would have changed things this seed.
Ironically, the other hint in Tower of Hera was for the green pendant too. But it was that Sosrel had cash.
Yeah, it wouldn't have saved too much time, but yeah, that would have been nice to read.
So Link to the Past, Ken has finished in 10th with a 124.55. Ricky Kokiri just grabbed the last pendant in Skull Woods and will be joining as the final runner, the 10th second place finisher overall. At the time, probably like a 126. But anyway, any other comments you want to say?
It's been a while since I did a daily, so it's only right that I should screw it up this badly. Oh man, it was really a pretty free seed. I just made the wrong calls, and that's how rando goes. So GG's to all kicks and all the other runners in this one, and appreciate you guys for the restream, and to our trackers, Seiryu X, and everybody in speed gaming. Appreciate y'all putting these on.
And we're happy to be joining. We want to thank you and Wall Kicks as well for putting on such a fantastic show for you this afternoon. And again, folks, if you have not already, please give both of these runners a follow, because yeah, that was a great. It was great to return to mystery like this.
And don't forget to give Speed Gaming and all the other Speed Gaming networks a follow, especially our foreign language networks. We got, Speed Gaming Live coming soon, so keep an eye on that. We got tournaments all the time, and yeah. Anything else you want to add, Captain?
Not really, except thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time.
Yep, may the Triforce be with all ya, and see you guys later.